Welcome, my name is Jasmine. I'm glad to have you here today. Wherever you are in the world, thank you for taking this moment to pause, move, and breathe with me. Today I have a fun flow to just warm up the body and get into some yummy places. Let's all start in a child's pose. Allow the toes to kiss behind you. Draw the knees to the outer edges of the mat. Sink the hips towards the heels and reach the arms out long. Forehead to mat. And release. Stretching the arms out long in front of you, but finding a softening in the shoulders. Relaxing throughout the chest, the belly. From here, just begin to arrive into this moment, into this space. Bringing attention to the breath, noticing what it feels like, and just being present. And before we start to manipulate the breath, just take notice of what it feels like in the body right now. Constricted, short, choppy. As we move through the practice today, I will ask for you to be intentional with your breath. Drawing it in deep. Take an inhale. Slow exhale, release. Let's do that again. Inhale. And exhale. Continuing on with the inhale and the exhales, seeing if you can match the breath. As you continue to breathe, where can you release? Can you soften through the fronts of the hips? Allow the tailbone to root down closer to the heels, the mat behind you. Find a softening in the forearms, elbows, underarms. Continuing to breathe deep into the bottom of the lungs. And pushing all the air out. Finding the expansion and the depth. Begin to walk the hands towards one another. Find a bend at the elbows and palms face one another. Find prayer hands. The thumbs come towards the nape of the neck, and you feel this opening through the backs of the arms. Release the chest closer to the mat. Breath in and breath out. Next breath in, begin to release the hands onto the mat and shift the hips forward. We're coming into a tabletop position. Stacking yourself here. And notice if you begin to sink into the shoulders here, we're going to find a neutral balance. So we're not really pulling out of the shoulders, but we're not sinking in. We want a flat, straight spine. So release anything you may be holding in the lower back by pulling the tailbone down towards the heels of the feet, towards the back of the mat. The navel draws in. We find this slight tuck of the chin as the gaze goes underneath the nose, maybe in between the hands where the thumbs are, slightly above that. The fingers are spread wide and really pressing into your pointer finger and thumb. Maybe you find a release of the heels of the hands coming onto the mat. We may feel a lot of pressure here when we sink into that part of the hand. So to find a little help there, we press into all fingertips, especially the pointer and the thumb here. This will help create a lift, hasta bandha in the hand, and protect your practice, right? We're here for the longevity of it all. All right, as we begin, take a breath in, drop your belly, lift the chin up. Find the opening through the front body, chin up. Exhale, press into the hands, spread the shoulder blades apart, tuck the chin in. Belly button up towards the sky. Inhale, lift the gaze, allow your heart to press forward, tailbone lifts up. And exhale, round. Inhale, come forward. You're going to find some movement here. So from here, exhale, drop the hips over to the left heel. Draw the chin in towards the chest. Shift the hips over to the right. We'll inhale, come over to the right side, top of the mat, and shift over to the left. We're finding these circles with these hip dips all the way to the back of the mat, tucking the chin in as we go back, and maybe lifting the chin up as you arrive to the top of the mat. Finding really any organic movement, really opening up through the side body as you press over to the left. Press the hips over and back, allowing the breath to guide you into this motion. Hey, Lola. And then we'll go in the opposite direction, continuing to move. Getting into all these little places in the body we normally wouldn't get into in the day-to-day. I like to keep my toes tucked here because I love an added stretch, especially in the soles of the feet. All right. Arrive at center. Walk the hands about a handprint in front of you. Toes are tucked. We lift the knees off the mat, up and back, downward facing dog. Press into the hands and the feet. Press the chest towards the thighs and the head hangs here. Relax throughout the jaw, soften the face. Tailbone lifts up towards the sky, navel draws into the spine, and we press the heels of the feet down even more. Keep a slight bend in the knees. We'll just press into the left foot, straighten the leg, bend into the right knee. You can gaze underneath the left arm. Take an inhale, lift both heels off the feet. Lift both heels off the mat. Release the right foot down, straighten the leg, left knee is bent, and we gaze past the left, right shoulder. Pedaling the feet out, right to left, left to right. All right, come back to downward facing dog. Look in between the hands. And we'll take a slow tightrope walk to the top of the mat. Stepping one foot in front of the other. Arriving to the top. And just find a fold over the legs, release, let it go. Find a bend at the knees, belly to the thigh. Grab for opposite elbows and find your ragdoll. Chin tucks in and we're fully releasing, letting it go. Sway side to side. Again, option here to straighten the right leg, bend the left knee, and find this stretch on the side body. Think about pressing into the outer blade of the right foot and really pulling the left elbow back. Keep the bend in the left knee. Okay, inhale, come back to center. This time, straighten the left leg. Think about pressing the knee back but not locking it out. Bend into the right knee and then draw the elbows back behind. Head hangs heavy here. Relax the shoulders, the jaw. Really grounding down through the left foot, pressing into the heel of the right foot. Big breath here. Exhale to center. Bend in both knees. Release the elbows. We slowly come up into a stand. Allow the fingertips to graze the front body. Shoulders roll up towards the ears and down and back, opening up through the heart. We're standing tall in our Tadasana. And we're going to start to move. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky, look up, get long throughout the side body, ground down through the feet. Find the expansion through the body, and exhale, release, fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, fingers in line with toes, ground down through the feet, straight legs, heart leans forward. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, hands plant, right foot goes back. Release the right knee down onto the mat. It's a low lunge. Keep the fingertips grounded onto the mat. Press the right hip forward and the left hip back. Think about squeezing the shoulder blades together and really pressing the elbows in towards the body, finding this length through the spine. Exhale. Release the hips back towards the heels of the foot and the toes peel off the mat. We're in a half split. Think about the right hip going forward, the left hip going back. Ground down through the heel of the foot and soften throughout the upper body, releasing it down towards the leg. The toes are flexed towards the shin. And we're breathing into the spaces that feel uncomfortable. Inhale, halfway lift. Think about rolling the pinky toe over to the left side of the mat. The hands can walk in. Finding this IT stretch here through the left side. Big breath here. Stay for the exhale. Begin to bring the toes back up towards the sky. Left hand is on the outside of the left foot. Begin to bend back into the knee. Hands plant. Right toes are tucked and knee lifts off the mat. Left foot goes back. It's a high plank position. Lower the knees down onto the mat. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to cobra, hands underneath the shoulders. Walk the feet to the outer edges of the mat. Squeeze the elbows in and press the hands. Open up through the heart. Exhale, tap the forehead down. Inhale, lift the heart up. One more time, cobra. Squeeze the elbows in together. Begin to roll the shoulder heads back and down. Exhale, release. Press into the hands. Inhale. And then exhale, we stick the hips back, child's pose. Inhale, come back to a tabletop position. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, downward facing dog. Shake the head out, side to side. Nod the head yes. And shake the head no. Nod the head yes. One last time. Big breath in. Slow breath out. Looking between the hands. Take a hopper step to the top of the mat. Once you're right, it's a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, draw them into heart center. Alongside the body. Tadasana. I'll reach the arms up towards the sky. We're going to find an interlace of the fingers. Release the pointer fingers and the thumbs cross, Kali Mudra. Think about squeezing the arms towards your ears, really pounding down through the outer blades of the feet. You lift up through the kneecaps, engage through the glutes, lift up through the chest, the gaze goes up. And then exhale, see if you can soften. Soften the shoulders back into the shoulder sockets. Relax the glutes, soften the knees, and let it go. We find a swan dive all the way down. On the exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. And this time the left foot steps back, release the knee down onto the mat. Hands frame the right foot. Press this left hip forward and the right hip goes back. Breath here in, slow breath out. Walk the hands back, hips go back, half split. You have options. You can always stay lifted or bring the hips toward the heels of the feet, whatever feels most comfortable to you. Release yourself down, toes reflex, upper body melts down, and we release. Inhale, halfway lift. Pinky toe over to the right hand can come in, and we find this IT stretch on the right side this time. Breathing in deep, noticing if this side may feel a little bit more spicy than the other side. One more breath here. Exhale, let it go. Bring the toes back to center, ground down through the sole of the foot. Right hand plants on the outer side of the right foot. Toes are tucked, left knee lifts. Right foot goes back, high plank position. We'll exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, it's an upward facing dog. So the tops of the feet are on the mats. Roll the shoulders up, back, and then down. Think about the shoulder blades really going down. Squeeze the glutes, lift the chin, relax the glutes. Roll over the toes, push back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in through the nose. And out the mouth, let it go. Next inhale, right toes go up towards the sky. On the exhale, step the foot in between the hands. Release the left knee down onto the mat. Pivot the toes over to the right, and we'll inhale, find a modified warrior two. Gaze past the right fingertips, bend into the knee. Think about the leg being parallel to the mat below. Big breath in, slow breath out. Breath in, reach the arms up towards the sky. Breath out, maybe sink into the knee a little bit more. Inhale, reach up, press out. Exhale, go deeper. One more time, inhale, reach up. Exhale. Bring the knee back in line with the ankle. Bring the hands to frame the right foot. Left foot goes in line with the knee, and we tuck the toes. This time the left foot steps to the top of the mat, and we find a forward fold. You may notice I love my folds. Not everyone loves them, but I do. From here, walk the feet to the outer edges of the mat, and we're gonna sink the hips down. We're finding Malasana squat. So your toes are gonna face out, the heels are coming in. Bring the hands to heart center, press the elbows into the thighs where you open up through the legs. Spine is long. Bring the weight into the heels of the feet for just a moment. Maybe you lift the toes. And then rock the weight forward into the balls of the feet. See if you can lift the heels off the mat. Yes. Exhale, release the heels down. Bring the toes off the mat, lean back. Maybe you roll back, and that's totally okay. It's fun to fall. We learn. That's where we learn. All right, come back to center. Right hand plants and left arm reaches up towards the sky. Find the twist. Think about the left shoulder wrapping back towards the spine, towards the right side of your mat. Fingers spread wide. Find the half spine, bend the elbow, palm faces out. Use the right arm to wrap around the shin and grab for the left fingertips or wrist. pull the left shoulder back. Look up. Bring the hands back to center. The sun's coming out. Take a moment to reconnect. Next breath in, left fingertips out, right fingertips up. Open up through the heart. Left rib cage is lifting up towards the right side of the mat. Find the half bind or full bind. Find the twist and the opening. Breathe in. On the breath out, release the bind. Come back to center. Hands come onto the mat. Toes point forward, heels back, and we fold over the legs. Shake the hips side to side. We'll come back all the way up to stand. Reach the arms up. Bring the feet back underneath the hips. Hands come behind us. Palms interlace. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, so hug them close. We're gonna press the fist down towards the heels of the feet and we lift the chest up towards the sky. Start to press the hips forward, engage through the glutes, protecting the lower back. Open up through the chest and the heart. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, find a slight bend in the knees, hinge at the hips, and we fold over the legs. Keep the clasp of the hands and the fists go up towards the sky, towards the top of the mat. Take a breath in, release the hands towards the small of the back. Find the half lift. Exhale, release down. Fold. Try to bring the heels of the hands as close as you can together. Being mindful of your shoulders here. Finding that sweet spot. Release the hands down to the small of the back and then onto the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands. Left foot, right foot, back down dog. Breath in. Slow breath out. Next breath in, left toes go up towards the sky. Exhale, draw the knee in close to the body. Think about the thigh going into the belly. Step the left foot in between the hands. Lower the right knee down and pivot the foot over to the left side. And find inhale, come into your warrior two. Gaze past the left fingertips here. Take an inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, bend into the knee, shift forward, reach the fingertips forward. Inhale. Come up, exhale, inhale, reach up, exhale, deep into the knee, inhale, up, exhale. We bring the hands to frame the left foot, toes pivot to the back of the mat, tuck the toes, lift the knee. Right foot joins the left at the top of the mat and we find a fold over the legs. Now inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Now inhale, root to rise, reach up. Now exhale, hand to heart center. Next inhale, ground down through the left foot. Draw the hands up, lift the right knee. Exhale, draw the hands back to heart center. Press the right foot back and find warrior one legs. Right toes point to the right edge of right corner of the mat. And we find warrior one arms. Reach up towards the sky. Right hip presses forward. I like to use my right hand to the small of the back. Use my left hand to guide this left hip back, while as the right hand presses the right hip forward. Really strong in this back leg. Think about lifting through the kneecap. Bend into the left leg a little bit more. Again, think about
This thigh being parallel to the mat below. It may not be perfect, but that's kind of where we're going, right? Arms reach up towards the sky. Again, can we release some of this bend in the lower back by drawing the tailbone down towards the ground below? We're finding a squeeze of the legs together. So think about the inner thighs coming towards one another. Nice. You can look up at the fingertips if you'd like. Again, bend into the knee a little bit more. Soften the shoulders. Soften the tongue and the mouth. From here, bring the hands behind you. Find the interlace of the hands. Allow the right thumb to cross over the left thumb this time. Take a breath in. Open up through the heart. Press the hands back. Exhale, we're finding humble warrior, so press the heart forward. We allow the shoulder to press into the knee towards the thigh as the head relaxes down and the arms reach up. Really strong in the back leg, bend into the left knee. Notice what this left hip is doing. Think about drawing it in towards the midline and back towards the back of the mat. Look at the right toes. Take a breath in and breath out. Next breath in, use the fists to guide you up by pressing them back. Heart lifts. Reach the arms up, inhale. Exhale, step to the top of the mat, hands to heart center. Let it go. All right, next inhale, reach the arms up, left foot in line with the hip. Exhale, release the left foot back and step into your warrior one. Legs. Find those adjustments as you see fit. Press the left hip forward. Bring the right hip back. Grounding down through the outer blade of the left foot. Bend into the right knee a little bit more. Arms are up towards the sky. Gaze can follow. Soften the shoulders. Really knit the rib cage in. And we breathe. Breath in. And breath out. Next breath in. Find the interlace of the hands. This time the left thumb's on top of the right. Take a breath in. Open up through the heart. Fist goes down the leg towards the mat. Exhale. Come back to center. Charge the heart forward, hinge at the hip, and we find the fold. Bend into the knee. Ooh, maybe you fall out of it a little bit. That's okay. That's part of the practice. It's never perfect, right? Palm squeeze towards one another. Right hip goes back and in line. Head is just hanging here. It's just soft. Keep the bend into the knee, really strong back leg. Find this long line of energy of the outer blade of the left foot all the way to the crown of the head. Yes. All right, using our core strong in both legs. Squeeze them together. Fists go back, heart lifts. All right, we'll inhale the arms up. Step the left foot to meet the right. Hands draw to heart center, let it go. Nice. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, we release down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Hopper step to the back of the mat. We'll exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Feet go to the outer edges of the mat and the arms come out. Press into the fingertips. Elbows press out. Forehead down. We'll inhale, lift the heart, the chest and the chin. Exhale, release. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we lower. Walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Press up into a high plank and downward facing dog. We bring the knees and the toes to touch. We'll inhale, shift forward. Lower the knees down. Cross at the ankles. Bring the hips back behind the heels, and the legs go straight in front of us. We'll inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold over the legs, letting it go. Think about drawing the navel in, and exhale, softening. And the chin is tucked, shoulder blades are away from one another. Think about the shoulders wrapping in and down towards the earth. It's just a soft flex in the toes. Draw the breath in and out. Inhale and exhale. And inhale, lift the heart back up. We'll draw the right knee in towards the chest. Bring about a fist distance in between the thigh and the foot. Take an inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. And we're gonna find a twist over to the right. Right hand plants, left hand can wrap around the leg, drawing the thigh closer to the center towards the midline. And we gaze past this right shoulder. Toes are flexed in the left foot, gaze past the right shoulder. Take a breath in, find the length through the spine. And exhale, look past the shoulder a little bit more. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist. We'll inhale the arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, bring them over to the left. Ground down through the hands, bend the elbows, and we just tap the forehead down. And inhale, come back to center. And we'll find ourselves back at center. The right foot comes over to the tip, and then we release the knee down towards the left knee. Finding half Gomukh here. If you want, begin to roll onto the left hip. Swing the left foot back so both heels are in line with the hips. I'm going to face you. You stay here. All right. So soles, heels of the feet come as close as possible. We're stacking the knees. And then notice if this right hip is lifted. See if you can ground down through the hip. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. And then from here, the right hand's gonna come out to a capital T. And then bend the elbow, palm faces out. The left arm is going to bend and the palm faces in. We find a clasp of the arms. So inhale, reach the chin up towards the sky. And then exhale, see if you can fold over the leg. Always options to have a strap or a towel to find the connection of the top arm and the bottom. We'll find a breath in, lift up. And breath out, release the bind of the hands. The right foot is going to come forward, left meets it, and we just wiggle the feet out. All right, from here, left knee comes in, sole of the foot comes down. Find that space into between the foot and the leg. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, find the twist, right arm squeezes the leg towards the body, and the left hand plants behind you. Finding this lift through the spine. Gaze past the left shoulder. And keeping that flex through the right foot. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, twist. Big breath in. And slow breath out. Breath in. And breath out. Breath in, reach up. Exhale, hands come to the right. Bend at the elbows, tap the forehead down. Inhale. Come back to center, reach the hands up. We'll bring the left foot over to the right hip. Roll onto the right hip. Swing the right heel in towards the the left glute, hip, and we find there's adjustments here. Allow the left glute to find the mat. Knees are in line, and just give yourself grace if one side's different than the other. We'll take a breath in, reach both arms up. Breath out, the left hand comes to a capital T. Find a bend at the elbow, the palm faces out, and reach it up. The right hand comes down, palm faces in, and we find the clasp here. This time I'm going to turn behind so you can see the arms. So we find the interlace. Think about pressing the head back into the arm. Opening up through the heart, through the shoulders. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, open up a little bit more. Maybe the clasp gets tighter. You feel this opening. As you're sitting here, notice if you're still squeezing the legs together. Can you relax the hips? Allow the knees to get heavy. One more breath in. Breath out. Release the bind. Bring the hands alongside the hips. Swing the feet in front of you. Shake it out. Ourselves rolling all the way down to our belly, our back. Excuse me. Walk the feet in, knees are up. Walk the feet towards the outer edges of the mat, and then the knees are going to come in, closing off the hips. Allow the shoulders to melt down towards the mat, hands to belly. Elbows relax. Reconnecting with ourselves here. Brings the soles of the feet back onto the mat and rock the knees over to the right. Look over the left shoulder. You can bring the hands out to a capital T position, palms face out. Gaze is soft, eyes can be closed. Allow the shoulders to melt down. Relaxing through the hips, the glute melting. We'll inhale, come back to center, gaze towards the sky, knees back up. Exhale, knees over to the left, gaze past the right shoulder, and we settle here. Finding the stretch through the front of the right quad, possibly. Shoulders are heavy. The body's melting. Finding the softening. Arriving into this space, into our body, softening the edges of the body and the mind. And take an inhale, gaze goes back to center, knees go back to center. We'll draw the knees in towards the chest, wrap the hands around the shin, and bring the chin in towards the chest, knees towards the eyes. Giving yourself a tiny little hug. And we'll fully expand into final shavasana. Heels ass relax to the outer edges of the mat. Palms face up, taking as much time as you need. And taking a moment coming back to the breath. Noticing the depth, the length, the texture of it all. Maybe it's deeper, longer, more controlled, or a little more effortless. You know, you can always tap into the breath at any moment of the day. And roll onto your favorite side, any side that feels good to you. Your right side being your sun, your left side being your moon. And draw the knees towards the elbows. The hands can create a little pillow underneath the head. And we release, let go of the practice, let go of what happened, and be here. And gently raise up into an easy seat, keeping the eyes closed or low. We find a cross at the ankles and we sit tall in our seat. We'll reach the arms up towards the sky. We'll bring the hands through to heart center. Left hand plants on the heart, right hand on top of it, and we draw the chin in. Taking this moment to give yourself thanks. Showing up, being here, moving and breathing for yourself, and maybe for someone else. We'll bring the hands back to heart center, palms in towards one another, and we bow our head down. I want to thank you for allowing me to guide you through the practice. It's such an honor and a privilege to be here with you and sharing this with you. Loka samasta sukhinu bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you.